Good morning everyone. I am Aswini Landge from BE Electrical. Today I am going to deliver a presentation on the topic electrostatic voltmeter. And my group members are Roshani, Chaure and Diksha Battise, and we are guided by Professor Dr. M.H. Dhendman. So let us now see the brief introduction about the electrostatic voltmeter. This is the actual picture of electrostatic voltmeter. So what is electrostatic voltmeter? Electrostatic voltmeters are measuring device which are used to measure high voltage, and this high voltage may be high voltage AC or high voltage DC, that is it can measure HVAC or HVDC, but these electrostatic voltmeters are more suitable to measure high voltage AC than high voltage DC. We will see the basic working principle of electrostatic voltmeter. So whenever voltage is applied or electricity is applied between the two charge body, these two charge bodies will cause the force of attraction, and this force of attraction will cause the deflection of the pointer. The force of attraction between the electrodes of parallel plate capacitor can be given by formula 1 by 2 epsilon 0 A into V by S bracket square, where V is the applied voltage between the plates, C is the capacitance between the plates, A is the area of cross section of the plates, D is the diameter of the plate, S is the separation between the plates, epsilon 0 is permittivity of the medium, and medium may be air or free space, and Ws is the work done in displacing a plate. Whenever one of the electrode is free to move, the force on the plate can be measured by controlling it by a spring or balancing it with a counterweight. For a high voltage measurement, a small displacement of one of the electrode by a fraction of millimeter to a few millimeter is usually sufficient for high voltage measurement. As the force is directly proportional to the square of applied voltage, the measurement can be made for AC or DC voltages. We will see now the constructional features of electrostatic voltmeter. So how exactly the electrostatic voltmeters are formed, we will see it. Electrostatic voltmeters are usually made up of parallel plate configuration using gartering and filled fringing. An absolute voltmeter is made by balancing the plate with a counterweight and is calibrated in terms of small weight. The electrostatic voltmeter have a small capacitances ranges between 5 to 50 picofarad and high insulation resistance, that is greater than 10 to the power 13 ohm. Hence, the electrostatic voltmeters are considered as a device with high input impedance. In order to measure the given voltage with precision, the disc diameter is to be increased and the gap distance is to be made less. This is the diagram of absolute electrostatic voltmeter, and we will see the components of electrostatic voltmeter one by one. M, which stands for moving plate, it is enclosed in the guarding plate. G is the guarding plate, it is a circular guarding plate surrounding the moving plate. F stands for fixed plate, across which high voltage will be appearing. H is the guarding, it is used to maintain uniform electric field distribution between the fixed plate and the moving plate. B stands for balance, it is the counterbalance at one side, it is attached to the moving part and it is used to provide a counter torque. D stands for dome, The whole assembly is placed in the hemispherical dome to keep it away from the stray capacitances. C stands for capacitance divider, level of voltage to be measured. Accordingly, number of capacitances are adjusted as per the requirement. For that purpose, we are using the capacitance divider there. Two air vane dampers are used to reduce the vibration tendencies in the moving system, and elongation of the spring is kept minimum to avoid field disturbances. The range of instrument is easily changed by changing the gap separation so that V by S or electric stress is same for the maximum value in any range. Multi-range instruments are constructed for 600 kV RMS and above it. As every system have some advantages and drawbacks, so these electrostatic voltmeters have also some advantages. That is, electrostatic voltmeters are having low power consumption. These electrostatic voltmeters are used where a wide range of voltages are need to be measured. These are used to measure both AC voltage and DC voltage. By using capacitor multiplier, very high voltage greater than 10 kV can be measured. There are some drawbacks of electrostatic voltmeter. These are not used for these are not used for uh, small voltage, as operating forces becomes less expensive and larger, and these are not robust. Electrostatic voltmeter are having non-uniform scale. Humidity effects on the resistance and consumption increase, not suitable for very high frequency above few megahertz. There are some application of electrostatic voltmeter. They are used for measurement of high voltages at which a permanent magnet moving coil instruments and the multiplier would be unsuitable. They are used to measure direct low voltages when it is necessary to preserve an open circuit. They are used to measure very high alternating voltages when the use of transformer must be avoided. That is, the electrostatic voltmeters are preferred for measuring high voltage AC and high voltage DC. This is the work distribution. Aswini Landge explanation of the PPT. Roshani Chaure PPT presentation, that is PPT making, and Diksha Battise resource collection, and the query resolution will be done by all of the member. Thank you.